This is a quick introduction to what grid-tied solar is and how Maine's net metering solar policy works. This image provides a good representation of what a grid-tied solar system is, as well as how Maine's net metering solar policy works. Grid-tied solar electric is the most common type of solar installed around the state, or for that matter around the world. With a grid-tied system, your home is always attached to the grid and you always have a source of power from central Maine power. So here's how a grid-tied solar system works. Your home is essentially a dead-end circuit receiving power from CMP. When the sun is shining, the solar electric system produces power. Your home will use the solar-produced electricity first to operate any loads that are running in the house before pulling power in from CMP. At night, when the sun isn't shining, the solar electric system doesn't produce power and you'll get all of your electricity from CMP. So let's take a look at two scenarios on a sunny day. If the electrical loads in the home are greater than the solar production, you'll use all of the solar-produced electricity and get the remainder of the power needed to run your loads from CMP. It's seamless. There's no flickering lights, no switches, just two sources of power flowing into your service panel. When the electrical loads in the home are less than the solar production, you'll satisfy those loads entirely with the solar-produced power, and you'll send any excess solar power back out to the grid where you'll build up a kilowatt-hour credit. You buy your electricity in units called kilowatt hours. That's what the electric meter measures. With the exception of a low monthly service charge, the remainder of your bill is based on how many kilowatt hours you use per month. At the end of your billing period, CMP will provide you with a bill that shows two meter readings. One shows how many kilowatt hours you bought or imported from the grid, and the other shows how many kilowatt hours you sent out or exported to the grid. For every kilowatt hour you send out to the grid, you earn a kilowatt hour credit. These credits are earned and redeemed on a one-to-one basis to offset your electricity purchase from CMP. If you imported more kilowatt hours than you exported, then you would pay the net difference, thus net metering or net energy billing. This net metering policy works on an annual basis. For a typical solar customer in Maine, with a system designed to offset their entire yearly electric bill, your solar electric system will produce more power during the spring and summer months than your home consumes. This leaves you with excess kilowatt-hour credits left over at the end of each month. Excess kilowatt-hour credits left over at the end of the month go into a bank and are redeemed on a rolling 12-month basis, first in, first out. So for a typical Maine customer, your summertime excess kilowatt-hour credits are used to offset your wintertime bills, when electricity consumption tends to increase and solar production tends to decrease. For more answers to your questions, visit our website, MaineSolarSolutions.com.